Fusion's in the air. The mics are hot. Excitement's jumping. Everybody's waiting till the group starts thumping. Juices are swelling. Secrets unfurling. Come on and mix it up. Let the rhythm take you. Drop them flavors, shake them up. Grab your muds, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beat, exhale the groove. Mixing notes like flavors flowing. UK liquid mix shows the anticipation growing. The vibe is pumping, the crowds are waiting. Sound synthesized like liquids combinating. Mixing notes like flavors flowing. UK liquid mixing shows the anticipation growing. The vibe is pumping, the crowds are waiting. Sound synthesized like liquids combinating. Drop them flavors, shake them up. Grab your mods, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beats, exhale the groove. Take you. Flavors shaking, fusion's in the air. The mics are hot, excitement's jumping. Everybody's waiting till the group starts thumping. Juices are swelling, secrets unfurling. Come on and mix it up, let the rhythm take you. Drop them flavors, shake them up. Grab your muds, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beat, exhale the groove. Mixing notes like flavors flowing. UK liquid mix shows the anticipation growing. The vibe is pumping, the crowds are waiting. Sound synthesized like liquids combinating. Drop them flavors, shake them up. Grab your mods, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beats, exhale the groove. Take you. Flavors shaking, fusion's in the air. The mics are hot, excitement's
Let's get ready for the UK liquid mixing show. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Ready? Let's go. In a world of vape, where flavors collide, we gather round with mixtures we can't hide. YouTube's our stage, where the magic unfolds. Welcome to the show, where the flavors behold. Mixing and vaping are in for a ride. The clouds we create, we can't deny. From strawberry delight to a caramel dream.
Welcome to the UK e-liquid mix. I nearly said Northern Uni Vape Show then. Wrong show. Welcome to the UK. Wrong show. Welcome to the UK e-liquid mixing show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to talk a little bit of mixing and things. So who you got on tonight? You got myself, Benny Vapes. We've got our own mixing. I'm mixing Graham out, mixing my show. Where's he gone? I'm all thrown here. I'm all thrown.
Detective.
Where's everybody going? Yeah, we've got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We've got our own mixing my show, which is Tim Outford for Liberty, and we've got the green goddess of mixing, which is Lady Liberty. If you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you are in Twat Chat. If you're in Twat Chat, change it over to live chat. You keep up with everything we are doing. If you have got any questions, just drop them in chat. We will get round to it. Anything at all about mixing, if you're stuck on a recipe, if you're stuck in how terminology is and everything, or where to get bottles, e-liquids, or things like that, just drop them in chat.
If you're stuck under a bridge in Liverpool, Graham, send for help.
There we go. Oh, walking with Mick. Good evening. Right. Do you want to have a zoom through chat, Liam?
Yep. So in chat tonight we got Stephen DeVrisier. We have Brian Ferguson and Frankie Jazz 24/7.
No, you got to say you can't just say Frankie Jazz 24/7. You've got to go Frankie Jazz 24/7, aren't you?
Frankie Jazz 24/7.
That's the one.
There you go, Cloud Chucker. We also have Steve Dolson, Aaron HG Vapor. We got Mickey Love in the building.
He's on holiday. He's on holiday, is Mickey Love.
Yeah, he walking through Spain or somewhere now, is he?
Yeah.
Nice. And we also have Neil Pitts and Rocky Toonies. I believe that is everybody.
I'm sure people will come in. If you're coming in, we'll give you a shout out as we go along. So yeah, Mickey Love is in on his jollies. You're missing out nice weather here. You've gone on your jollies. It's fucking red hot here in England. So right, what we'll do is we'll see what everybody is vaping on. Oh
Yeah,
Birdie.
we got
Oh,
got a wild
Birdie.
birdie.
you big beautiful birdie bastard.
Hi, Birdie.
Tim, do you want to take it away? What are you vaping on?
All right. I got the Vital, aka the Redemption, before it was called the Redemption, on the Fog Kit mod. And then I've got Mango Toasted Coconut Cheesecake. So, and then the Vena on top of the grip, which is what the Vital actually technically goes with, but I kind of like the Vena on it because it's single. And I have something kind of special here. I got Lady Liberty's liquid. I got her white chocolate raspberry cheesecake. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Mm. So yeah, that's what I got. I'm gonna pass it to Lady. Why not? Go for it.
All right. I am also vaping Lady Liberty Liquids White Chocolate Raspberry Cheesecake on the Goon on the Dreamer. The Dreamer Clutch, rather. And then I've got the Recoil on the Tesla. You guys, please don't choke on anything. Don't have any drinks in your mouth when I tell you. I'm vaping Birdie's Chocolate Starfish. And it
Nice.
tastes freaking delicious.
I bet it does. But I've been told
That's right, Birdie. Your chocolate starfish tastes amazing.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
been
I'm not
told
gonna
that his
confirm
chocolate
nor
starfish
deny.
tastes quite nice.
Not gonna confirm nor deny, but Birdie, that chocolate starfish juice may or may not taste delicious.
It
I
makes him
told him
pucker
I named the
sometimes.
recipe after him, but I didn't tell him what it was. And I'll pass it to Liam.
Okay, I just want to say hello to Martin Saunders, strolling in late just to call me a dickhead.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And Mickey Love isn't in work, although it would have been a hell of a fare if he was in work in Spain, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Oh, he's working it in Spain. Don't let him lie to you.
He's doing Uber. He's doing Uber Eats.
Right, so I've got a banana puree with hazelnut cream. I was starting to run out, so I've just dumped some creme brulee cookie in there as well,
Ooh, creme brulee cookie.
just to see how it goes. Might be nice, might be awful. I'll find out. And I'm vaping now my usual Hadron 250C with the Steam Crave Aromomizer V2 on top. And I will pass it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. John, you all right? Thanks. Anyway, I've got a bone to pick with John McFlintock right? So on Sunday, we're going through bargains and that lot, and I said, oh, what does people think of clones and that lot? And there was a site that was selling off cheap mechs, clone mechs. They were selling off purge clone mechs. So he says, oh, it's this one, innit? And I went, yeah, tell everybody. They're fucking all sold out now. Bastard. They had a slam piece, the big slam piece, fucking with a moonshot on it and everything. Went over after the show finished, gone. Fucking lot of them.
Yeah, I thought, Ben, you decided that when you come across bargains, you were actually just going to go the Benny's bargains the week after you'd actually bought them.
Yes, well, this is what I was going to do. I was looking at it and seeing, you know, when you're in two minds, oh, that looks quite nice, you know, I could fancy one of them. Calcutta says mine has come and it's good. Yeah, because everybody fucking bought them. They only left the 18650 versions of it. Everything fucking gone. Moonshots, fucking everything. Just fucking everything. I'm like, you bastard. So I'm blaming you, John. It's your fault. What we got? So I'm on the Gua with the Eclipse on top jewel, and inside that I'm trying to get through this. I really am trying to like it, and I've been since I bought it. Got it for Graham, bought it for Miyake, and this is the coconut vanilla. Yeah, I can't do it. I keep trying it, and I just can't do it. It's not. It tastes of suntan lotion, and it's really sweet.
It's that type of coconut, is it?
It's really sweet. It grinds on my. I take a few puffs, and I'm like, it's starting to grate on me. You know, when you get that itchy feeling, and all I can taste is suntan lotion. Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, coconut and vanilla with a little bit of gooey marshmallow or something like that would be really nice profile.
Yeah,
but you gotta pick the right coconut.
Yeah, it's just it's not for me, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm trying my damnedest to vape through it like a man, and it's not working. So yeah, Mickey Love did put in. Oh, and I'm also on the Kuka, which has got me Cuban cigar. It's Cuban cigar, I think it's got in it from Drake's. Mickey Love's put in some. If you on there, there's a little link for 100ml bottles. Were a good deal on Amazon. A rocketed 10 pieces, 100ml empty bottles, and he's dropped a link in there for you.
Nice.
Brentford says toasted coconut looks scrumptious on Tim's cheesecake. Cheers, Cloud Chucker. You didn't have to, mate. Only joking. Right, so we did have Aaron did come in on Sunday and dropped a message in there and said he's doing it. He wants to know what the best strawberry was, and I said I went on different wavelength when I'm doing that. Do you know what I mean? So I will like look, just come in here on Wednesday, and we'll help you out there. So he's I'm looking for help with a strawberry for a cheesecake I'm working on. I've sent recipe to Tim. He sent you it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, what he's got in there is strawberry.
John,
juicy.
I'm only joking, mate.
Sure.
I'm only joking. I probably wouldn't use it, mate. I was just saying I was looking at it and thinking, it looks quite nice. But no, keep it, mate. I wouldn't use it. Martin was lazy the other day and bought a bottle shot kit from Noms. They're actually quite good. We'll talk about that in a second because there's got a little, not from me, but there's a discount code for what are they called? Chef's
Flavor. Craver Flavor. Flavor Craver.
Flavor Craver. So if you do want some one shots, 30ml bottles, and whatever else I've got in there, they've got on there 15% off at the moment, ends Sunday, which is June 15. If you want any stuff over there.
Nice.
So if you do want some of the old chefs flavours, and one going through there, go over, have a look at it, pick yourself some bottles of 30ml juices up like that. We went for them last week. If you not sure what they are, and Liam was telling you which were decent ones, which were all right, and go pick some up and use June 15, and you get a bit of a cheeky discount. Help them out. Help them out fantastically.
Yeah, like I said last week, to be honest, if whatever you're looking at is within your profile, I can pretty 95% guarantee you're really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, there's a flavour all. Like I say, Hawaii Haw is nice. Right, so what's he sent through then, Tim?
Okay,
I know you're typing it in there.
I was typing it in because you were talking. So
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. We're just.
so yeah, so this is what he's got, and I'll just say, and then I'll explain it. There's a couple things I can see where he's having some issues. So here it is. He's got my strawberry cheesecake, and it's got biscuit and aware at 1.5, New York cheesecake and cap at 10, juicy strawberry wonder flavors at 3, super sweet cap at 1, sweet cream TPA at 2, and sweet strawberry from cap at 6. A few things here. One, the strawberries. The
Yeah.
juicy, if you replace that with baked, it'll go better with the sweet, and it'll feel more like that jammy-ish kind of gooey topping that you need for your thing. Juicy kind of is going, you're looking more like fresh juicy, and it doesn't work as well with the cheesecake, for starters. Secondly,
New York
layer your
cheesecake.
cheesecake instead of going all out on 10 on that, because that's going to kind of like mute some of your strawberries out on you, going that high on that.
Yeah, I would
and
definitely use instead of New York. I would try some of Yusui cheesecake.
New York's fine. It's a good
I
cheesecake.
know, but
It's just a different kind.
But Yusui's a little.
But if you
like
if you like that kind of cheesecake, but I would definitely layer it. And one of the things I'd suggest is get rid of the biscuit and use one of the graham crust ones.
Yeah.
You can pick it TPA, SSA, or Beryllium, depending on the darkness level you want for your graham. But you're better off doing that than the biscuit. The biscuit kind of, weirdly, if that's your only like addition, it kind of washes out some of your filling and everything.
Plus, it's more of a wafer, I find.
Yeah.
Than what we would think of as a biscuit, you know,
Yes.
because Aaron's UK, so he'd be looking for more of the UK style cheesecake, which is
Bunny.
digestive biscuits, normally the base,
Yes.
but just very close to the graham cracker, but not quite.
Yeah. And in New York, I would drop it like to 5, and then like add the other at 2 or 3, and add another at 2 or 3, and you'd be better off there with your cheesecake base, because that biscuit kind of clashes with it, and that cap cheesecake, cheesecake's probably washing out your strawberries pretty bad, muting them quite a bit. Sweet strawberry, that's a good one. That's a good choice there. Sweet cream added, that's fine too. Add a little extra cream filling, creaminess to it if you like that. But if you're going with the cream, then Benny's actually right. The New York cheesecake might not be your best choice, because this sounds like you're going for more like almost a no-bake type cheesecake. And if you are, then Yes We is a much better choice. Yes We with one of the ones with the graham in it, and you'll get a nice base. That should be quite tasty.
I should imagine it would be, because the vast majority of cheesecakes we have over here are the no-bake type.
Yeah, they are.
If you go to a pub for some food, or you go to a restaurant or something like that, then you might have baked cheesecakes. But the vast majority of the ones sold are the no-bake type.
So maybe just get rid of New York altogether. Get rid of the biscuit. Go with Yes We as your main. Maybe even bump it up a little bit more to medium, which would probably, I think medium's 3. You can go 4 with it easy if you want that as your main. Keep the sweet cream, because that's fine. That'll go well with it. And then just add any one of the ones of graham. The TPA is actually probably the most common, but Beryllium I like, but Beryllium is an issue with that. We'll talk about that maybe sometime later if Benny wants me to, because I got some info on that. And then the SSA is a little darker. That's the only thing about the SSA. It's delicious, but it's a really dark graham crust. But that actually might kind of fall into that, like you're saying, digestive biscuit. I bet you the SSA actually falls into that category. So that would actually be a nice one to go with that. But the strawberry juicy is the wrong strawberry for this, because it's really a juicy strawberry, and you don't want to water down your cheesecake with a wet strawberry.
Other than that, pop on to King Flavors and have a look to see if they've still got the Chef's Choice digestive biscuit.
Yes.
Because that is bang on digestive biscuit.
Yeah, that might be. So do you want to drop him link into that?
Yeah, and again, that digestive biscuit may or may not be Cupcake World. Not 100% sure.
Yeah, Rocky's saying I get a bit of coconut from Innerwear biscuit.
Yes, it has got a coconutty sort of taste, but I think for me, it leans more to like a wafer, a vanilla wafer than an actual biscuit itself.
Yeah, it's a little light. It's a little light. It's not that dark. That's why the gram actually might be more accurate. Another thing, I mean, if you want to like raise it up a level too, add a little bit of glazed strawberry from BTA Impact Flavors if you can get it. I got it. That always, it's for me, that just kind of works with the sweet strawberry and that strawberry baked. Oh, yum. That's super yum.
Oh, he's got digestive chef's choice, 120 mil.
Oh, there you
nice. Yeah, throw that in there. It is a little bit weaker. So what percentage was the innerwear at?
go. Oh, he didn't have a bad 1.5, I think, or 2.
Yeah,
1.5.
I put the digestive in there about 2.5, and see how it tastes.
Yeah, you're going to have to play around. You're going to have to build your strawberries. It's like you say with your strawberries as well. There's not
But
just
you
to
did the
go
same-
to strawberry in it. Do you know what I
The
mean?
strawberries and the cheesecake, you did 2 different things. You added a really juicy with a nice sweet, where you really needed the thicker, like, I want to say kind of jammier kind of vibe from like the baked or the glazed instead of the juicy. And with the New York cheesecake and the sweet cream, you're kind of like trying to make a thick, dense cheesecake into a no bake, and they kind of clash. So you got to pick one or the other. Just decide which kind you want, and we can help you build it.
And it looks like they've actually run out of all of the chef's choice flavors on here anyway.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, because it's not even being listed now as an option.
Right.
They got cranberry and flavor creative, but yeah, I'm not seeing any chef's choice. However, what is interesting is they now do worldwide shipping.
All right. Right. What have they got? Because they've got quite a few. They had quite a few of the old chef's flavours in there that they bought, haven't they? You know, like different chef stuffs, like one shots and shit like that, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm looking at the manufacturer now. Manufacturer page, search for manufacturer. They got Cap, Decadent Vapors, Lavora, Flavor West, Flavor Creative, Grenbury Farms, Innerwear, Liquid Barn, The Broke Vapor, Wrecker, Mollenbury, TFA, VTA, and Wonder Flavors.
They have Wrecker, huh?
Yeah, they got Wrecker.
Yeah, bring it up then. What records they got in? Because that must have been old chef stock. That Wrecker. There's no.
Yeah, I'm
fucking
just-
else
It had
that's
to
got
have
them.
been. Yeah.
I'm just going to click it. Yeah, they got quite a few of them. I'll,
Go and bring it
I'll
up
do
and
a
let's have
share
a
on
look.
this, yeah.
Yeah. Just while we're on, a couple of people have put in. Neil says, Tim, I use cactus in a reparate white grape cactus. We'll bring that up in a minute and have a look at that for you. And Cloudchuck said, I made a nice blackcurrant menthol. I called it menthol in black, and then he changed it. I called it men in black.
Nice. Right, so I'll do a share screen on this, and then we'll have a look at some recipes.
Mm.
Right, so this is the Wrecker. So Arctic Breeze, carrot cake. Can't remember if I ever actually tested that or not. No, I think these might be new flavors, you know.
Really?
Chiller Red I don't recognise. Gin Lemonade. France Mona Delight. Dom Perignon.
Champagne. Dom Perignon. I'm going up it will now.
Green Lantern. Green Lemonade. Green Soda Ice. Heisenberg Mint. Isotonic Drink. Japanese Aloe Vera. Lilaberg Mint. Lemonade Freeze. Japanese Berry.
They've got quite a lot here, haven't they?
there's quite a few here. But yeah, like I said, some of these I'm not actually recognising, so I'm wondering
I
whether
wonder
they're...
if... Yeah, I wonder if
whether
they had a
they're
word
buying-
with them. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wonder whether they're buying these in themselves, because if you remember, the chef's flavors ones were actually rebranded as Wrecker with a W,
Yes.
whereas these are actual Wrecker.
Wrecker. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, go. Well, let's go.
So
Because
these are
I tried some of these Wrecker ones at Expo They were at Expo, were Wrecker. And some of their flavours, when you smell them, you're like, fuck, that's a strawberry.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know
So,
what I mean?
yes, quite a few of their flavors were actually really good because I got some actual Wrecker flavors.
Yeah?
Because I was going through them to sort of try and recommend what ones for chefs to get in. And I was going through them, and some of their flavors, especially their desserts, their fruits, but some of their desserts were absolutely spot on to the actual thing. The only thing I found with their fruits though, and their drinks, was there was no mention of menthol.
Yes, they've got WS23 in it. Yeah,
in the description, and there is.
Yeah, Sexy Mango. Right, so if you just while you're on, Sexy Mango is 100% Cushman. 100%. So if you want in a Cushman, if you like Cushman, Sexy Mango is the mango in Cushman. 100%.
Yeah, I released a recipe using Sexy Mango. I think I mixed like Sexy Mango and orange or something like that.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I was just getting loads of comments on there saying that this tastes like Cushman.
Yes.
I wasn't even going for Cushman. I was just messing around with
You should
flavors.
use the tangerine, because then you could call it Sexy Tango.
But yeah, I mean, fancy purple mango. A lot of these. I think they're buying them in,
Must
but
be.
they haven't got
Wonderful
sexy.
cream.
But they haven't got sexy mango.
Sexy Mango, no. But Sexy Mango is 100% Cushman if you can get it.
But yeah, I mean, I think for £3.95, I think these are actually worth taking a chance on if there's a profile that you like, because the vast majority of these you're going to be able to use as a standalone flavor as well.
Yeah.
Especially if you like those Malaysian style juices.
Yep.
You're going to like you're going to like these, and in standalone use 5 to 8%, primary 3 to 5, background 2 to 3. That sounds pretty close.
Yeah, Alan said he had to buy from Canada when chefs stopped.
Yeah, because I don't think you can go through Wrecker Direct, because
No,
I think they got a minimum order quantity.
Yeah,
you'd have to order. Yeah, you'd have to order like 5 gallon.
Yeah, they won't sell it to
Canada
won't sell it
actually
to us.
owns it now. Canada owns Wrecker now, so.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, there was the Expo, and there were Chinese.
So they do have most of them in stock, and if not, you can message them, and usually they can get it back in stock fairly quick.
Rocky's just put just a heads up. Flavour Craver UK will be adding FA rebranded, JF, SSA, and Inawera in the near future.
Nice.
That's actually nice to know.
Might have to see if we can get them on. I've not talked to them. They were at the Expo on the Friday, and they were talking. He was saying to Nevs how to push their thing out. Do you know what I mean? But we saw, and they said social media. Just bang social media. That's the only way you're going to do it. So, which I keep seeing on Instagram now. They're putting stuff up. Do you know what I mean? That's why I thought we'll give a shout out with that June 15.
I do have a little news on a flavor at Bull City that some people wanted back, but it wasn't coming back, and also some news on the Perulum front.
All right, yeah, go on.
People were talking about Perulum and thinking it was being DC'd. It's not being DC'd. Their minimum order went up for the volume. So some of these distros, because they also have a arbitrary best used by date of 12 months, so it's a short window. Larger volume means the distro will have to sell it, otherwise it becomes past the date, which Bull City can't sell it past the date, they just can't. Yeah. So that's why you're not seeing it. Now, I did broker a deal with Bull City. We are getting a large bottle of it, but in order to bring it back onto the site at least for the next 12 months. So next time, as soon as it comes in, it will be back on Bull City for 12 months. If you guys, the people in the U.S. do not buy it, it will not be back after 12 months. But if it sells well, they will restock. If it sells well, they will restock. Perulum in general, but that's, all they have, I think they're only going to carry that one for now because we helped. They're going to carry
What flavour? You hadn't said what flavour
the
it was.
watermelon.
Oh, no,
Watermelon and
you didn't say what you
super
just said that one.
Toasted
You know,
coconut
The
cheesecake.
toasted coconut cheesecake perillum.
Right.
Yeah. Which I did say.
I didn't hear you say that at the beginning. I didn't hear you say that at the beginning.
Yeah, toasted coconut cheesecake. So that'll be back for a year, because that's a very versatile flavor, not just for cheesecake, but it's kind of like a really toasted coconut cream, so you can use it in a lot of different things. And I wouldn't have actually stood up and bought that much of any flavor except for maybe 5 total flavors if they were going out, and this is one of them because it's a staple for us. Yeah. So that's the news there.
I
I
love
saved it for a
flavor
year.
so much that we're personally getting a half a gallon.
Yeah. No joke.
That might last me a year. Maybe.
So what are you going to do? So when that goes in, what are you going to do? You're going to have to find another cheesecake or another something.
No,
we'll figure out a way. We'll figure it out.
So they're only going to do it for a year. They're only just going to restock it now for a year.
Well, because of the 12-month period
Yeah.
for the arbitrary date, when they get in, they got 12 months.
Why
so
do they?
that's what
Can they not rebottle it and call it something else and give it a longer date?
No,
Fucking
not legally, not legally.
Hey, Hanky.
Because from what I understand, is certain food companies can sell past the date in ways, but because of the way that they have their paperwork in, they can't. So they have 12 months to sell it, or basically it goes in the trash. But the weird thing is, we know for a fact we have fresh bottles and we have old bottles of that. That is not one of those ones that goes bad in a year. That's one that can last for years.
It's a really short time, that, isn't it? A year for the concentrate.
Well, it makes sense from a perspective of the company, Perlum, because then they force whoever's using their flavor to buy a minimum of a gallon.
Yeah.
And then they also force them in 12 months, you got to get rid of it. So you have to restock. That's actually a smart move from a business perspective, but it kind of screws us over in the DIY community. So that might be why you're seeing less and less Perlum as well on noms. I have a feeling, because if it doesn't sell well enough for them to, overturn that.
Hello.
Hey up, mate. You all right? Rocky says, what about pure condensed milk?
Same. It's not on there, but it's under the same issue. All the Perlums, the minimum quantity went up. So unless it's a big seller at a distro, you're probably not going to see them. Because if they're not selling enough to make it worthwhile within 12 months, they probably won't carry it.
So what's the idea about? Have they talked about it? Have they told you why they suddenly decided they're going to do that for, or just wanted to sell more?
I know from the Bull City end that they were told this, but
that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if they've said, look, we just
it's
want to sell
because
more
of the volumes and they have to sell within that date, so it's a constraint of time to sell a large volume. And if it does, when they did the math, they would lose money on the flavor because it wasn't selling at a fast enough rate, and they'd have a bunch left over, so they weren't going to carry it. But because we offset it by buying a bunch of it, they will sell that within that amount of time, so it'll be fine.
I'm wondering as well whether some of Purilium's raw ingredients that they use have perhaps gone up in price, which means that they had no choice but
there was
raise the
talk
minimum
about
order
that.
quantity.
We also got rushed into it a little bit faster. We would have preferred to do this because there is talk that the next quarter, the prices of Perlum are going to go up. So that's probably exactly what you're talking about, but that hasn't kicked in yet, Liam. That part hasn't.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just where it is. But yeah, for now, both cities safe. You'll have it there for 12 months. Once it comes in, it takes like a 1 to 2 months lead time for it to get over here.
Yeah.
Because I think they make it to order because of the sell by date thing.
Right, do you want to bring them recipes up then, Liam, if you can?
I don't know if we can help you, Hanky.
I've got all my stuff ready, and I just wondered if you could help me for 5 minutes in a bit when you finish.
Yeah.
We can help you as much as you want. You can stop on if you want.
There's only
can
certain
try.
things we can do on YouTube, Hanky. Just so
I love
you're
you.
clear. Okay.
And absolutely, Lady Liberty, fucking amazing.
Well, you might as well come on here because you're sacked from Sunday. Taking unprecedented leave.
So I'm going to share strawberry baguette first, because that's the first recipe I come to when I was scrolling up. So, there you go. So it is Little Red Baguette, Benny's cat from Rocky Tooney. So 2% Binet from
Binet.
one-on-one flavors, 0.5% of Innerwear biscuit, 2% of one-on-one cornbread, 0.5% of FA meringue, 1.5% of Purilium New York cheesecake, 1% Innerwear shisha strawberry, and 2% of Wonder Flavors strawberry cheesecake.
Nice.
So mixed up for this show. And I just gotta find the other recipe that was dropped in now.
That was Neil that did it earlier on. But this sounds nice. Nice as that. Nice little mix. Nice little use of the cheesecake and the baguette sort of feeling. Don't know why you'd have a baguette with cheesecake though, but
It's playing silly burgers. It wasn't letting me.
yeah.
It wasn't letting me.
You know,
scroll
though,
up.
even with what he had, it's still better than most commercial by far. So whatever.
Mike says, Benny let Hanky stay as a Manchester Goff is still with his AI lover. He's a Liverpool Goff. Don't go in Manchester. He'll be crying in his
I've only
sleep.
just come off the phone to him as well.
Yeah.
And guess where I'm going in 2 weeks' time?
At Manchester.
No, Liverpool to Save Green for 2 nights.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. That's in Graham's dungeon.
Yeah. You know that sheet that he has at the back, that plastic? That's not just for covering his e-liquids and that, you know, when he's on the show.
Is anybody else scared?
So anybody else seeing Graham sitting there polishing and
Yeah.
softening up all the leather for all the constraints?
Well, that's
I'm going there Thursday, the 3rd of July. I'll travel up early hours in the morning. I'll meet him, wake him up. We'll go around the Mersey and do this and the cavern and all that lot. And we'll come back to it at 11 at night. And then, yeah, he said, oh, you're staying 2 nights. I went, yeah.
well, see, I'm scared, but I don't know who I'm more scared for, Graham or Hanky.
Both.
I know. I'm kind of determining which one's the predator in this situation and which one's the prey.
And I
might
think
switch.
he's watching as well.
Just do a share screen on Neil's.
Sorry for interrupting you, Tim.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Right, so it's 1% SSA cactus, 0.5% Flavour cactus apple, 2% Flavour citrus soda, 1.25% SSA Exotic, 0.75 of Cap Super Sweet, 1% Cap Sweet Tangerine, and 2% Flavor West White Grape.
Ooh. Nice. Nice.
Give me a nice
Cactus.
wet mix there. That's gonna be a nice wet mix.
What's exotic? Not heard that. What's
Exotic's
No,
one of the newer ones. It's kind of like a random hodgepodge of like tropical fruits.
that? All right.
It's one of the more recent ones. It wasn't
White
like,
grape
wow, that's
cactus.
amazing, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like bad either. It was pretty good.
No, it sounds good as that. Well done. It's getting right into it, is Neil? It's getting proper into it now. Getting proper into the things. So,
Hi, Cassie.
Anki, what are you wanting?
Hi, Hanky.
What are you wanting to help with?
Right, I have got espresso, Devon cream, milky caramel fudge, and whiskey cream.
And you want to mix that?
So what
up?
do you need help with? Just throw them all together.
I just want out, put them in, and how much should I put in, and that's it. I've got everything set up, my scales, my down cam, everything. But when you're all ready and nearly finished, I'll do it then.
Some of those flavors I am not familiar with.
Oh, that whiskey cream is so good.
I got it from your recommendations, lady. I made
depends
some
what-
already.
Are you wanting more of a cream with a back end of a coffee, or more of a coffee with a front end of a cream with a back end?
Now,
of a
which
cream?
espresso, Hanky?
It's the VSO.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, nice.
okay, you got a good one.
And I got the Nom Noms milky caramel fudge, Nom Noms whiskey cream, and VTA Devon cream.
Devon cream is the only one I'm familiar with out of that lot.
All right.
And
so
I will say that Vape Train Devon cream has got a back note of chocolate.
And I got told that earlier from number one vape. It's Graham.
you're gonna want to put that BSO espresso in at like 5%.
Do you know what? I made up a juice, right? It's absolutely gorgeous. And I made it up in when did I make it up? I made it up the other day, beginning of the year. So I can't log in or anything because I moved all my white to everything.
Why?
Oh, I just wiped everything out to go and talk to Graham, and he was
Because when he cleaned
for
off
me.
the computer screen, he decided to clean off the computer itself too.
We always clean them off together. Thank you. Sorry, Graham.
Been polishing his knob.
Right, this is what I made up. Sorry for interrupting. This is what I made up in November, and it tastes absolutely bloody gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the espresso is coming through just nicely. Yep.
Nice.
So I made that up. Yep. So
Cool.
I'd like my man Liam to do a recipe count thing for me. Liam.
Yeah, I'll open up the yellow.
Open it up, son. Open up. If anybody's used these flavours and you have got an idea where you think you're going to play with them, put it in. Put it in if you use the flavours. The non ones are the newer ones, aren't they? The non, so you're probably too have probably
Newish, yeah.
tried them more.
Yeah. That VSO espresso, I like to use it at 5%, and I like that whiskey cream at 2%.
Isn't that nice?
Just while we're on, Rocky's just put in, if you do want to be part of the ALR competition, it's Kiwi.
Yep.
So it's
I've
just
seen
5%, 5% Kiwi, nothing else. Just bang it in that. 5% Kiwi.
Wow, that's weird.
What?
And it's a random mixing, so you just enter a mix and you've got to put in, you've got to hashtag it and shit, I don't know. Rules are there, the competition anyway. And it's randomly pulled out at the end of the month. And 3 lucky winners.
Right, so
3 lucky winners.
I
Yeah,
randomly pulled mine out when I finished. Sorry, Benny. Sorry.
Make sure you wipe it on the way out, though. Not on the
I've got
curtain either,
baby
you
wipes,
dirty
everything.
bastard.
What about the carpet, Benny? Is that okay?
He did have them on his knees when he was scared. He'll have carpet burns.
Everything, yeah. How'd you get carpet burns when you're playing games with somebody on the other cam? Just, Graham? So,
Oh boy.
so how much are you making, Hanky?
500 mils.
Yeah, a
well,
litre.
I'm making 100 mil. It works out 90 mils, I'll go.
90, okay.
Yeah, because usually it goes over.
What, Nick?
72.
Yeah, what strength, Nick, do you want in the finished product?
6.
Okay.
And yes, it doesn't have to be Kiwi forward, it just has to have Kiwi in it.
70-30, Hanky?
70-30, yeah.
And your Nick, is it PG or VG?
VG.
Okay, so 100% VG. Cool. Right. I'm ready for the first flavour. Should we do the VSO espresso?
I'm going to do what Cassie says because I love a good coffee and Judy don't, but it's me who's doing it, innit? Right, VSO.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find the VSO now.
Why does this go? There you go.
It's gotta be that one. Is it the raw or the just espresso?
Do regular. Regular,
Is
because you guys can't get the raw over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what percentage is it? It's come up as 1.2 on the median.
What'd you say, Cassie?
You
I
can
say
push it.
5.
5?
Oh, yeah.
She
It's not
pushes
gonna
a
be
little
one
farther than I do, but it works fine.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice
Okay.
strong.
So
Oh,
for
there you go.
that,
It's there.
you need to be putting in 4.5 grams.
4.5 grams. I'm doing this upside down, but I can see it. So it's 4.5, yeah?
Yes.
If you're gonna put 4.5 gram in a bottle, good job. That's gonna be tough. I know he's lost some weight occasionally, but jeez.
I'm going up to cheer the fucker up.
You're such a dork, Tim.
Can he get it on 5? Can he get it on the 0.5? Go on, Hanky. Go on. Little squirt. Hey,
Oi.
look at that. He's getting an expert mixer.
Where's the lid?
It's the next flavour.
Let's get the whiskey in.
Okay, that's noms, isn't it?
Noms, yeah.
Cass said 2 on this, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, whiskey cream at 2%. So that will be 1.8.
1.8, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like 8s.
Maybe 8s don't like you.
Pardon
What have
me,
you got
lady.
against 8s? What have you got against 8s? CC, be alright, mate.
1.8, yeah.
Yeah.
Got some?
While Hanky's doing this chat, come up with a name for it.
Watch this go 1 over. Ooh. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
Fucking hell, you think he'd done
Right.
this before? We've taught him well.
Right. Milk chocolate fudge.
Okay, that's SSA, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
What's the average? I don't think you want it high, will you? A fudge in it. You don't want it fudgy.
No, because you've already got a back note of chocolate on
Yeah,
the Devon
yeah.
cream.
Maybe 1%, 0.5%, maybe.
Do you reckon, Liam?
Just looking now.
Just trying to find it on milk chocolate fudge. Isn't coming up on here now.
Milky caramel fudge.
Oh,
Milky.
SSA.
Look how clear that can is.
Yeah.
Does help if I look for the right flavour, doesn't it?
Milky caramel fudge SSA. I think I usually use that at 1 to 1.5.
Yeah, the median's coming up as 1.5.
Yeah, but you don't want it forward on your recipe, though, do you? Do you know what I mean? You don't want it.
No,
You
'cause
want
I've
it.
got that to go yet.
Drop her in 0.75 to 1.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? 0.75?
You only want it a back note. You only want it if you're doing like a milky. You only want it like a sprinkle on top, don't you? Fudge. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
what
Like
do you-
without chocolate.
what do you
Well,
reckon,
this isn't
Cassie?
really a milk. It's like a milky, like a thick, creamy, milky caramel.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't want. You won't want. You only have a. If you go to Starbucks, out they don't put 10 ton of caramel in your coffee, do they?
They do here.
Yeah,
They do
I've
here.
made coffees at Dunkin' with like 20 shots of caramel in a medium. So yeah, that's got like that much caramel swirling.
Well,
1?
0.75.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I haven't actually put her in yet. You might have already gone over, Hanky. Oh, you're lucky. It's 0.68.
You bugger.
Oh, you've gone over.
It was 0.75, you said?
No, 0.75%. 0.75%.
So you'll have to change
Wait,
that. What's that? You have to change that percentage now. What's that going to be?
It's only going to be something like 0.8.
So keep it there then.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep her at that.
Will you put that in?
Yep. Next
What are you
flavour.
laughing for?
What's the next one, Hanky?
Here it is.
It's the Vape Train
Vape Train.
Devon Cream. That's still down as VTA on there. They obviously haven't merged it yet, have they? So the median is coming up with 1.2.
It's
Now,
quite thick, is Devon cream though, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah,
very-
you've already got that whiskey cream in there anyway.
Hmm.
I'd actually put it in at 0.75 again.
So 0.75, yeah?
Yeah.
That's not grams. That's percent.
That's not grams. That's percentage. 0.68.
There you go, Aaron. Have me send him the messages on Facebook so that he can remember what to do.
All right. We should call it Hanky's Exler.
Elixir. Or hand shank whiskey fudge.
Yeah, or Joker.
I like that.
Hanky's coffee creamed.
Nicotine?
Are you putting any super
Okay.
sweet in it, though?
No, I'm not. I like it being a bit.
Okay, so your nicotine is going to be 9.46.
9.46.
Yeah, that sounds high, doesn't it?
That
72
sounds
milligrams.
mega high.
72 milligram Nick. So 90 mil Nick, 6 milligram.
Yeah,
No,
that's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Ah, yes, because it's in VG, so it weighs heavier.
So how
No.
much? 9 point.
9.46.
Good point. I thought it sounded high too, but then when you reminded it's VG, that is definitely it's a heavier, more viscous liquid.
Got
Also,
some
gonna
more.
take a little longer to steep.
That's right. I've got all the
We've
time in the
got-
world.
Hanky Spanky juice. Hanky's Handy Shandy cream.
Hanky creamed in his coffee.
Yeah.
From Lady Liberty, I like that one.
9 point what?
9.46.
This is putting it in with a syringe, mind. Oh, look at that.
Oh, close.
Careful,
That's
Wanky's
right.
morning delight. Wanky's morning delight.
Hey, Ploppy.
Right.
Well,
PG?
it's, PG is 20.01. Just put in 20s.
You're funny.
Tim's put in express to whisker sex.
Espresso with
20.0.
sex. Yep.
Let's
You're
put in,
weird.
put in 20 grams.
Telling you, 20 of him will not fit in a bottle.
Any more for any more names?
Do you guys see what I put up with? He's worse at home than he is on lives. I swear to you.
It's because it's man.
You know what? What flavor are you? Okay. What flavor are you? Hanky knows what I'm talking about.
Hanky Sparky Wanky.
I'm sweet like honey dripping on your face.
Well, I mean, we don't want to
yes.
know what you get up to in bed. Thank you very much, love.
No, it's one of Tim's songs.
I know it is. I know it is, dirty lady.
Yeah.
And it says dip hanky, not what you think it says. The song says dip.
Right, VG.
VG is 70.
70 is not going to fit in this bottle.
Well, it should do. Unless
And
you
it's
didn't
not
have
100 mil bottles.
it couldn't have been a 100 mil bottle.
It is. Oh, fuck. And it's not, is it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's so.
Fucking hell.
Dick.
Right, so now, Hanky, you're going to have to find a 100 mil bottle and decant it into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a dick. I had it all ready. Where's my bottles? Quick.
I ain't got fit in there. That's because it's the wrong size damn bottle.
Alternate
No,
name.
Creamy
Hanky
whiskers. I
Swanky
like that one
Wanky.
too.
Hanky's Daily Cream. Creamy whiskers.
Dick. Where's them other bottles? Bottles. Bottles,
Yeah, exactly, Martin. There's Benny. There's always one to lower the tone, and it has to be the supposed lady.
Where's my other bottles?
Hey, you guys have never played Quick Flash with me. You have no idea.
I've got no 100 ml bottles. So I'll have to do 2 of these.
I mean,
Yeah.
are you more like a vintage wine?
So if I put some of this in there,
No,
and then the
because
rest of it,
Don't work.
no, because
No.
you're not going to get an even split, Hanky.
Yeah, you've
No.
got to make it up first and then split it, mate. You can't just fucking put half of one in one and one in other. Have you not
Yeah,
got
but
an
I
empty?
can.
Have you not got an empty bottle?
No, it's
No.
not gonna work because you'll have one stronger than the other one.
no,
Yeah,
if
I
I
think
make,
you gotta
if I put 30 of this in here, get another bottle and put the other 40 in the other bottle.
No, it's not gonna work. Have you
Like,
not got an empty
In
liquid bottle? Commercial one.
technically, he could,
Hanky.
but you have to weigh the new bottle and pour exactly half of the totals we got in there for all of it.
Yeah,
That's the only way he'd be able to do it, is half. And then he'd have to split the VG and the PG too. But it's a pain in the ass, Hanky. You could just done it the right way.
Yeah, but haven't you got an empty? Have you not got an empty e-liquid
I'll find
bottle?
one in a bit, but I don't know where the one is because I don't know where I put my bottles.
I've got one here for you, Hanky. Is that any good?
Yeah, sure.
I said,
Pass it
I
right through the
said,
screen.
Fucking take me anywhere.
I had bottles. I had bottles somewhere. I don't know where they are.
No, wait, help you mix this at 100 mils.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you-
I don't
have
know
you
about
got a glass
50 mil
jar?
bottle.
Right. So this glass jar, yeah. So if I put 30 VG in there, yeah.
Oh, don't worry about the VG. You need to split half of the flavoring into there before you do it into the VG.
No,
Just put
what are you
nicotine in
saying?
it now and all.
What are you
No.
They
saying?
can split that. You'd have to get the weight of everything that's been in there so far and take half of it after you shake it up, and then pour half in. But it's not going to be even necessarily.
And my brain is too tired to be doing the math to work out
No,
how
so
much
that-
extra stuff you need to put in.
I could put 30 in that, and I could put the other 40 in another bottle.
Yeah, but it's not going to work because you put.
How are you
put
going to make
100
it
mil,
even
you
with the
put-
mix?
Yeah, you put nicotine in it to make it into 100 mil. It's not going to
Right.
work.
So this, I just need 70 into 100 mil. So I tip that into a 100 mil bottle.
Yeah, just tip it all into a 100
Right.
mil bottle.
Right, I'll go and get one
Yeah.
later after. I'll go and get one after. Fuck the down cam. Right, so I've got to put how much in? 70.
70 grams.
Fucking hell. Oh, yeah,
Right,
I've got a
so-
jug somewhere. I've got a jug, but I don't know where it is.
I propose Hanky's coffee cocker.
Yeah. I propose Hanky's a knob.
I don't know whether I should put my up cam back on.
Right, so what name are we going with then, Hanky?
Anything you want. Anything you
Right.
want. Put what you want on there. I don't care.
We'll give you some names. Right, you ready?
There you go. I got it in the
I've got a
chat
glass
right there.
jar.
That's perfect.
I've got a glass jar, but it's got a candle in it.
Hanky's wanky
Twat.
juice. Hanky's
Hanky-
wanky juice with the way he put this together.
Hanky creamed in his coffee. We've
I've got
got
them somewhere, the bottles. I don't know where they
Hanky's
are.
elixir.
Right,
Joker.
so
Handshank whiskey fudge.
you said
Hanky's-
70 is going to go into that,
Fuck
yeah?
me. Are you even listening to me, you fucking knob?
Yeah,
but
it's
look.
Joe.
Look
If,
how much is
if,
in there.
yeah, if that's a 100 ml bottle, then you put in 70 gram.
It won't fit. Oops, Hanky did it again. I like
Right,
that.
are you listening? Right.
Yeah.
Names. Hanky creamed in his coffee. Hanky's elixir. Handshank whiskey fudge. Joker. Hanky's coffee creamed. Hanky spanky juice. Hanky's handy shandy cream. Wanky's morning delight. Express to whisk sex. Hanky's sparky wanky. Hanky's swanky wanky. Hanky's daily cream. Creamy whiskers. What else go?
Papa?
We had
Hoops.
Hanky's wanky juice.
Hanky wanky juice. And Hanky did it again. Oops, Hanky did
oh.
it again.
Or Hanky's coffee cocker.
No, Judy's just getting me a glass cup.
Or let's call it anomaly.
What's anomaly? I've heard of that.
The knob slot.
Tim!
What? You like the last one I just put in there? The knob slobbed?
Could
Right,
call
so
it
what-
Viagra.
Right, so what name are we going for then, Hanky?
Whatever you want. Anything you want. Just say it.
Sure. No, it's your mix. Your mix, you
Hanky's
pick.
100 coffee cock up.
There you go. I've got a nice glass cup here. Clean as anything.
That's the shit they produce.
Do you know, right? It's like this, isn't it? Fucking, where's them fucking satellites going over at top?
Benny. Shh.
No,
Right.
You fucking shush me, you fucker.
I think it's a case of squirrel.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Right.
are you mixing this all up in a coffee mug?
Yeah, it's clean.
Technically it'd work and then pour it in as long as you stir it really good. I guess.
Oh, I've got a stirrer.
Oh boy.
Oh
The
my
most
God.
complicated
Don't try this
This
at
is
home,
the most
people.
complicated juice ever made right now.
I
because of the
kind
way
of
he's doing-
feel like we're watching Vic mix again.
Oh yeah,
Right,
if I
so-
put 70 in here, it's going to
What?
work, isn't it?
So-
I kind of feel like we're watching. Sorry, Graham, I got to say this. We're watching Graham Green do a retro
Right.
build right now.
I want 70 of this Fiji, yeah?
70 of the BG, yeah. So Hanky is giving a fantastic demonstration of how not to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most difficult way to do it.
It's working.
See, I made a mix with you, Hanky, but mine all fit in the bottle because I
you
chose
shake
the
it
right
up
size
first?
bottle.
Hanky, please say you shook it up in there first, right? In the other bottle? Because
Yeah, I'll
otherwise
shook it
you're
up.
probably leaving a bunch of flavorings around the edges.
Yeah, you
After
don't need
Clover,
any
no
more in that
problems.
now.
We'll do that in a second. So there's a question with iced juice. We will get right. Put your question in. We'll get round to it. Not a problem.
I'm still waiting for a name.
Any
Just
you
call
want,
it.
Tim?
I say the knob slobbed because he totally knobbed this one.
Yeah,
It's
just
the
put.
slobby knob. Or it's the slobby knob. There we go.
There's
it's called
some
it slobber.
wonk in that there juice.
Yeah.
It looks like
Slobby knob.
wallpaper paste.
I'll put it in officially there. It doesn't.
So Clover,
How
if you
about-
want to drop your question in,
how-
not a
How
problem.
about the knob budged it again?
Yes.
No, it's
Yeah,
strong.
put a cocktail umbrella in it as well. Yeah.
Right, so that is now public.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Yes, because Benny made this. This is a live stream. This is a public display of Hanky's professionalism in mixing.
Incompetence. I'll say what it is. Hanky's incompetence. That's why he's sacked from Sunday.
Is that a nail clippers in there? Right, so how do I get that into the bottle? I'll get it in,
You
don't worry.
fucking need a funnel. A funnel, man.
Do you have a pipette? Pipette would actually probably be your best bet.
Yeah,
If you don't have
I've
a
got a
funnel.
pipette. I've got syringes.
Neil,
Yeah, I've got syringes and
That's
everything.
rectangular.
Fucking
that's
Right,
it.
mess.
so-
I'm going to beat up Grim Green because he got that stupid rectangular song from Instagram stuck in everybody's head, and now everybody puts it everywhere.
Hanky's knob a job. Do you know what? I'm sure I said to you, Liam, 40 mil. Rewind it, listen. No, I didn't. I said,
He said 90
Right.
mil.
I know.
Clover's just put his question in. My question is, I've been buying different ice e-juice and different coils and using different mods, but most of them don't have the ice feeling that I like from a disposal. I prime it correctly and all. Right. So, it's probably because they're a little more intense on a disposable. So if you tell us what device you're using, what coil you're using, it's probably because you it depends on what you're vaping on, what device and what coil and what tank you're now vaping on from a disposable. You get more of it because obviously they're only a little chamber on them, aren't they? Like this, do you know what I mean? And you're virtually right on it. And they put 10 ton of WS23 in it, so that might be why you're not getting the iciness out of it. And tell us what disposable you were vaping on and what juice you're vaping on now. There's a difference there as well.
Yeah, because some disposables are pretty rowdy, and some
Yes.
are
Yeah.
kind of just that soft, cooling, like
Yes.
kind of mist.
Yeah.
Which are the ones that are really punched up with the WS23, the really soft ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you just tell us what you're vaping on now, and what e-liquid you're using, and then we can probably say if you do.
And your build, because that's
Yeah.
important too.
Well, it probably not. He's just come off disposables, but I suppose he's getting coils, pre-made coils.
Yeah, but
like
you
a
need to
Vaporesso
know
or-
the resistance to the coils and
Yes,
stuff because that
yes.
makes a difference.
So he's used a Zeus tank on a Drag 4. Tried it on the Smock Solo Mag. I use Smock Geek Bars. So he's using Geek Bars.
Those
And
have
he's
a
got
little
Zeus
rowdiness.
tank. He's using his. And what e-liquid have you been buying? That's the thing.
What flavor? Yeah.
Yeah, I find that Zeus tank didn't have like great flavor from those coils.
It was
That's what I'm
okay.
just, yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Which
it
might
was
be part of
okay.
it too. You might not be able to achieve it with certain tanks,
Yes.
getting the effect you want. with the flavor you want. It's because of the chamber thing. The Zeus
Yes.
tank actually has a big chamber for
Yeah.
the coil.
So if you are going down that road, bear in mind that obviously when you're using disposables, they're more of a loose mouth to lung. Some of them are tight mouth to lung, where a Zeus tank is a straight up mouth, direct to lung.
Yeah,
And
and
if you,
know what I mean?
yeah,
what you gotta be careful as well. It's like they said with different juices as well. You might be picking up iced. It doesn't necessarily mean it's WS23. It could be
no,
menthol.
it could be WS5, which might be giving you that
Yeah.
real punch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also
that's
makes a difference.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what I was
there's
just
a lot
about
of
to say.
difference.
All the 4 different calls from the Juice Tank, I bought Peach Pear Freeze by Juice Heads and also
Oh, that's a good
MRKT
flavour.
juice. Right, so I would ditch I would do like Aaron's saying, I would ditch your Zeus tank. Buy yourself maybe an iTank from Vaporesso, iTank 2, or go for, like say, an Oxford kit.
I would actually say something like one of these tanks. This is the, one of these type of things. The magnetic ones. I forget what the heck they're called. The
Yes.
drag type,
Yeah.
drag type style, like those PMP coils.
Yeah,
That's going to give you more of that sensation
Yes.
from that. You can get the toppers. You can get just the toppers. You don't have to get the whole drag kit. Just get one of them, something like that, because something uses the small coil heads.
I
'Cause
would
you want
say
those
to you,
semi-tight coil heads.
yeah, I would say to you, if you are wanting a cheapest kit and you think about buying one, I would definitely look at Elfx Pro by Elf Bar. The coil in this has lasted me a while. Do you know what I mean?
That's pricey though. It's a pricey
It's
change.
£9. It's £9.
Oh, the Boro tank. I was
With 2
talking about
coils.
Podchucker second.
I've got a TV18 tank and a Smoker Air tank and the Zeus one so far. Right, the TF18, you're not going to get any flavour out of that fucker anymore.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the cooling effect you
No.
want without like blowing your lungs out with these tanks you're mentioning.
Yeah,
You want
yeah.
something kind of MTL-ish or
Yeah,
maybe loose,
you need to ditch.
tight,
you-
tight wrist.
you-
Yeah,
you're
And if
going
you
down
don't
wrong
want-
roads.
RDL.
Such a tight like MTL draw. If you can find one, it is an older tank, but the Cerberus, that tank actually had really good flavor for ice juice, and that peach
Yeah, it did.
pear from Juice Head was really, really good on those coils.
And any of the Baby Beast tanks will take that Zeus coil as well.
Yeah, but it's same again. The Baby Beast, they're not great. They're old and they're not great. They're not great coils.
They're not great, but the Cerberus
Um,
coil, actually, if you get the tightest one, I forget which one it is, it actually does work really well with cold liquids.
I'd definitely look at getting. I like to say,
But I would look at,
tank too. Do you know what I mean? Or something newer with a newer coil.
Something that takes like PNP coils or something like that, those smaller
Yeah.
restricted direct lung or MTL.
Or
See, my
even
favorite
with
thing
the
about the
100%.
Cerberus was it was a bottom airflow, but it was like no leaking issues with it whatsoever. It was
or
a
even get
great
something
tank.
like that. XR
Yeah,
Max.
or the I can't
Oxford.
find it right here off the top of my head, but the
The
cross.
cross.
Yeah, the Cross, the X. You're going down total different route, going from a disposable to what you've got, mate.
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
like the cross. These will work really well with that. That actually probably get you pretty close to the disposable right there, something like that. The cross does really good. Flavoring
Lee
the coils
D,
last.
Same as Cloud Chucker said, the Shift Tank, that's another one. But as Bunny said, if you use to Geek Bar disposables, then ditch the sub-ohm style tanks. You need a good MTL tank to be able to replicate that type of draw you get from disposables. And that's where you're going. You've gone totally wrong.
It's not even the draw, it's the flavour as well. You're going to get a completely different flavour off the bigger
Yeah.
tanks.
Yeah,
And
so
if you
it
turn
says-
the WS23 and the coolant up to the point where the disposable has it in a tank like that, you're gonna blow your lungs out.
Right, Bunny is wanting some. So he just So Neil put so Bunny, just drop him some things in chat
Fast forward,
that
yeah.
you think might be good for him, because obviously I'm trying to do 50 million things at once.
Like,
here.
can we rewind? Can we rewind a little bit as well back to the mix?
Echo
Because
dub, yeah.
Okay, I could have.
ELR crushed while saving and actually popped it up with no flavours. So I'm having to go back through the flavours. So I got VSO at 5%, I think the SSA milk and caramel fudge was at 0.75.
Mm-hmm.
The vape train was at 0.75.
Your one was at 3.
Nom's whiskey cream. What was that?
3.
2.
2.
Was it 2?
2.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it crashes this time.
Hey, Echo Dub.
I got a funny feeling this might crash again. I might need somebody to pop onto ELR in a minute to see if
gonna
that's
be
actually
alright.
popped up on mine.
So yeah, so you have got in there. If you're wanting to use your mod, then obviously you've got your shift tank in there. If you want to use a mod, which is just put in, which has Cloud Chucker and also Lee D put in there. The shift tank, which takes the coils in there. Neil Pitts has put, the Xbox 4 with 0.4 nice loose MTL. Bunny's just put in, if you want a tank, then I suggest the GTX 18 tank from Vaporesso. So you've got that in there as well. If you are wanting to go down the sub-ohm sort of thing, there's the iTank 2 from Vaporesso. So there's that as well.
Unfortunately, when you switch different types of devices like that, it's not just the fact it's a disposable, but you're going from a really small chamber, small coil to a very large system. It's going to change a lot of things. And one of the things is getting the coolant to work right without blowing your lungs out is really difficult. Because it's a fine line between it's getting cool and, oh my God, my throat is frozen. It's a fine line when you get into a bigger tank.
It's on the ALR twice now, apparently.
Oh, right, because the first time it just completely crashed out and just came up with a blank list saying you can mix this.
You know
I
why?
don't even think I got all the flavors.
Because it took Hanky's cue and just followed it.
Yeah.
That's how long that took to fill up with that pipette in there.
There you go.
If it's published twice, I'll just unpublish one of them.
Thank you,
That's
Tim.
fine.
I'll ask you
So
again.
Yes, it is.
Clover, I hope that helps, mate. There's a few bits in there. If not, just look back at the show. If you're struggling, just look back at the show and, it'll pop in there. But, yeah, if you want, like I say, if you want to use the mods that you've got, then obviously get a tank, shift tank, iTank, GTX, GTX 18. If you want to use your mods that you've got. If you, can afford, then you go down and get yourself.
You might kind of
what
pull it off an MTL tank. Like I got the Nevermore here. That's one, but maybe. But I still don't think you'll get the same effect as you're going to get off a stock coil head like you're already going with, but much smaller, more constricted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really, really tight draw on that Nevermore. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, but he's building. He's only just come off of disposables, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Send it down road
the flavor is going to be a lot more accurate. The flavor will be a lot closer anyways with a stock coil. Nautilus, that would work.
Yeah.
Yep. I have one of those. I have the
He's been
Nautilus
using different mods, tanks, and they all have been dull flavour. Yeah, you're using the older tanks. That's why you're
using the big tanks. You're using too big of tanks and too big a chamber.
TF18, you didn't get any flavour from that anyway. No. Martin says, Benny, back in the day when I started vaping in 2015, I went straight to sub-ohm DTL. Why don't people do that anymore? Simple reason is because
convenience.
Yes, and they've been used to using disposables. That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's convenience.
Yeah, when we did it.
Yeah. You couldn't just walk in and buy a pre-filled or anything like that, could you?
No. You could, but there was shit. But you started on a CE4, which were absolutely shit flavour, absolutely shite battery life, and just totally shit. So when everybody started doing sub-ohm, we started, that's what it went down, sub-ohm. Everybody, ooh, clouds.
Hippie loves his GT4s.
I had a little, I can't remember the name of it now. It was a little mod. It was like 30 watts max.
Yes.
Pico.
Pico,
yeah. Pico. We have a purple one. We have the little Pico. Yep.
Yeah, with the I think Nautilus on top. Yeah, and when I got it, I was like 30 watts. What madman vapes are 30 watts?
Yeah. Bunny's saying if you're using Nick Salt 56 mix, sub-ohm tanks are not the right thing to use. No, this same again. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. You need.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The Nick Salt in it will affect your coolant too. Nick Salts versus your what we call your standard nicotine.
Yeah, The same again.
It'll make a difference. That'll definitely change
Yeah.
the flavor of your coolant because the mixed salts almost help with that coolant effect.
Yeah, so just have a look, like I say, Clover, just have a look back. There's a few recommendations there, mate. I hope we can help you out with that and, you know, help you on your journey from disposables to the new stuff.
Lee D is wondering that if he mixes up Hanky's mix, does he then have to decant into a mug and split it all?
Apparently that's necessary for proper Hanky flavor.
Yeah, yes. It's a new steeping technique.
No, that's fill up with the pipette I use in there. I'm going to use another pipette
other than
here.
the fact you put it into the bottle first, it's not much different than mixed cup effect though. It's a mixed cup and then dumping it in. Personally, I just go right straight in the bottle. It's a right size bottle. It works better.
Exactly.
One Hanky, 2 cups.
Right. So yeah, so
One Hanky, 2 cups.
Clover just put in, I actually tried the Vupu U-Force and it was absolutely amazing to give me the ice that I needed, but I lost part of it. Unfortunately. This is what happens in this game, mate. You do lose bits.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Vupu,
Like what Jim said, he's gone from a small thingy to a larger tank. He's not going to get the thing. So you do want, like the eye tank or something, but only vape it at about 20 watts.
Yeah, I'm on the hunt for a drip tip for Emma again because she's lost her drip tip again.
For what?
For her Geek Vape.
I don't know what happened to it. It tipped
Z
over,
tank.
and I cannot find the red top, the goes with the Blaze Solo. It's gone. I got the ring, but the red drip tip is gone. I don't know.
She had a really nice resin drip tip, and she fell out of her chair, and the mod took a little tumble, and ended up smashing the drip tip. All of the local shops, none of them sell drip tips.
I was carrying one of our packages in, and I bumped it. I think it was the podium actually. I was carrying the podium, and I bumped it, and it tipped over on the desk, and I can't find the damn thing.
Yes, you heard him right. He bought himself a podium.
I
He
did.
bought himself a podium.
You get anything.
What, to stand on with a Champions Cup going, yay, yay.
No, like a podium that you stand behind to do speeches.
Oh,
right. Right. I thought it was.
Okay, so there's a
like
specific reason for that. It's for recording a video, but
You want about
specific
putting him high up on a pedestal, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Benny?
no. On the, you know, when they go to the podium to receive a cup, you know, when they got first, second, and third, I thought they were doing that way. Cause stand there with a little fucking cup like that, going, yay!
Oh, please!
make
If
sure
he
it's a
got a
tiny little
podium,
cup so you
I
go
would
like
be
this.
the one in the first place spot there.
Oh, Tim actually stands in the middle of the forest, surrounded by all the forest creatures while he's giving the speech.
Oh, you don't even know. Liam, that's funny. Father's Day was Sunday. I walked out and took the dogs out after talking to my mother on the phone. We walked out to take dogs out. A button buck comes out like 15 yards from me and just hangs out there and lets me talk to it while one of the dogs walked behind me, and the other one was in front of me pooping. They froze. The one in front of me, Winter, sat in the pooping position and just stared. And I talked to the deer for like 5 minutes before it took off. And my mother, I told my mother, you don't know what
What do you think you had, Dr. Doolittle?
I was just going to say, where was Cassie?
Fucking talk to a deer. Fucking Dr. Doolittle here. Are you all right, mate? Yeah. Well, I'm not too bad today, actually. Fucking
You don't understand. You don't understand. She can't even vouch for this. The animals come up to me when I talk to them. All of them. Don't know why.
Well, we could call him Cinderella, couldn't we? Because she used to stand there with all birds on her arms and things like that.
No, this is actually
I have
what
a crow that hangs out with me.
Snow White, sorry, Snow White.
This is what happens in legalized states. In reality, Tim was talking to a tree.
Yeah,
No.
talk to the
He
trees.
just fucking branches
You can see
sticking
the
out.
I
deer's legs.
saw the thing on video. I only saw its legs, but I did see it on the cameras. There really was a deer out there. But yeah, he's got dark hair, not blonde, so he'd have to be Snow White.
Yes, Snow White. You're like,
Liam, are you on about I talk to
Fucking
the
birds on his
trees, but they
shoulders.
don't listen to me?
No, I wasn't, but I could be if you want.
Actually, Neil, if you see my self-titled music video, it's for a proper version of that.
Yeah.
It's part of that.
That's right, Neil, because when he does that, Ashley will have to sit in front of him on the podium because she is the boss of the house.
And where's the rabbit going to sit?
Martin's saying that he's.
Oh my God, she loves her new song.
Martin said he's tried some of his new stuff, his old stuff, and half of it doesn't fucking turn on anymore.
That
Oh.
sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
Who's that, Martin?
Yeah.
Martin, I could turn you on. Oh, sorry, wrong show. Fuck.
Said no longer power up with fresh.
He doesn't want
batteries
anything
in.
that old,
Sad
Hanky.
day. Sad day.
Might be a little
Yeah.
dust in the bottle.
I will be hitting Amazon up to have a look for drip tips. I didn't even think to look on there. Bunny's just put in chat now.
Oh, thank you, Liam. Can we
What?
look for some 100ml bottles as well? Because I've nearly decanted all this.
Well, there's some in. Mix put some in at the beginning.
I'll have to have a go
I-
back and have a look.
I don't know. I can just buy some 60ml bottles and label them up as 100ml if you want, Hanky.
Fuck off.
Yeah, Mickey Love put some right at the top here. He put down. Where they put
What, are they
them?
plastic?
100ml were a good deal on Amazon. I'll tell you what they are now. So I'm just clicking them. Oh no, some plastic bottles they are. $6.82 for a pack of 10.
All mine are glass, 30 mils, 50 mils.
Yeah, they'll
No,
look all right
100
then
mils.
for 100ml. Yeah, 100ml, 10 pieces, £6.82 on Amazon.
See, the,
Who's
the
that?
Yeah,
gla-
there's a very limited selection over here. So your Amazon must not have been hit like ours did. We can't have anything
yeah,
related.
you used to be able to get mods and stuff on there. I think they're still sort of floating around. But
Oh, you can buy stuff. You can buy mods and
We
that
can't
on
legally on ours over
Oh, we
here,
can.
but there's a few people that put them on anyway, so you can occasionally get some things. Like I just looked at drip tip, A10 drip tips. There's like 2 different ones available, and they're like really
Amazon Prime soon,
basic.
8th to the 12th or something.
Yeah. What, you getting another camera?
I'm fucking not going to be afford that, am I? Unless it comes down to like 300 quid, I'm never going to get that. I get near, I get up to about 250, 300 quid, and then suddenly I need a new chair, or I need fucking some, pay a bill, and then that's it. It's fucking back down to
Replace.
zero again.
You needed to replace your
Always
flashlight.
happen.
Don't forget that. That was important.
Yeah, yeah.
And they need a backup for a backup because 1 is none, 2 is 1, right?
the glass bottles are brilliant, Hanky. But I don't know if I'd want to walk around with one in my pocket.
No.
No, I don't.
you-
I decant them into a little 10ml one up there.
So,
30 ml.
so what you're telling me is not only did you decant from the bottle into the cup and then back into the bottle, but now you're going to decant into a smaller bottle. Wow, Hank, you make things really difficult. You know that.
Only when I go out, but I don't. I never.
You can
take
just
juice
mix
out
in a
with me.
small bottle and be all set.
I never take juice out with me.
We don't have Walmart and Fountain, do we have Asda? It used to be
It's
part of
still
Walmart.
Walmart.
It's not. It used to be. It's no longer part of Walmart anymore. It's now part of the garage company. All them whatever do.
Yeah, the
garages.
ones that are all own a load of those forecourts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud Chucker got
Oh,
an Echo
nice,
Show
Cloud
8.
Chucker.
He wished he'd have waited till Prime Day. And do you know, right? This is no word. Right? I've got an Echo Show
Get a condiment.
5, I think it is, something like that. I got it on Prime Day about a year and a half
That's the
ago.
one with the screen, right? Echo
was screen,
Show's
yeah,
the one
yeah,
with the
Echo
screen.
Show's
The one
the
I
one
wanted
with
to get
screen.
for Bunny. I
Yeah.
was told I couldn't.
It was, I think I paid 30 quid for it in Prime Day. And do you know what it does? Just sits on the side of my bed, just uses a clock, and just keeps
Yeah.
flashing me. Your parcel's coming today. You could
Oh,
buy
yeah.
this. You could.
What's
I
your
don't even use
notification?
it. I don't even use it that much. In fact, I don't even use it at all.
Yeah,
I don't even tell it to set off time.
I picked up a Kindle for Emma, and I bought myself a Kindle years ago. It was good, so I thought I'll pick up a Kindle for Emma because she started properly reading again. And it came with 2 options. So it was like £94, I think it was, or £100 for ads free.
Yeah. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ad-free thing has got ridiculous because we used to get all these services. They were automatically ad-free. Now
Yeah.
you're Prime.
No.
You have ads. You're Disney.
Yeah.
You have ads. You have to
Netflix.
pay extra to get
Yeah.
the ads.
Yeah.
It's like I got one here, Benny. You ready? That one, that Amazon Echo, that one there, the big one. See it?
Yes.
That just sits there and does nothing. It's the one with the big speaker on the back, and I've nearly
Yeah.
finished my bottles. Fuck off.
Yeah. I don't use it. It's just sat there. Just sat there looking, just as a just there. I don't even know why I bought it. I bought it because it was cheap. It's good. You can watch Prime. I can go onto it and watch Prime if I want to watch some.
Yeah.
See,
So
it would make more
TV,
sense
you
for
can watch
Is
YouTube.
a screen that big? Like that's the problem.
So it made more
Yeah.
sense for us to get it because with Bunny, I could, you know,
Yeah.
you can check on your pets with it and stuff. We could check in on her. She'd
Yeah.
love that.
Do you know what the only,
So that would
do you know
make
what the only
sense.
problem with it is? When you turn the light out, the fucking screen goes dark. So you can't see the fucker anyway. So if you're watching something, you know, so that I thought, oh, I'll be all right. I go to bed. I'll put something on, put it on, turn the light out. Ooh,
And the
fucking
screen
went dark.
dims
Yeah,
down.
it dims down.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck? I can't even see what's fucking
I
happening
think
now.
there's a setting you can change to stop that, but yes, automatically it does.
You automatically go, yeah, I'm like, you bastard, I can't watch it now. So after that, I was like, I can't be fucking ass with it.
How much to pay for it?
About 30 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Prime deal. It was that good that I had, like I say, I bought it because it was cheap. And I thought, oh, that'll be all right. And I just bought it.
Give it to your mum.
Martin, just so you know, the audiobooks is a good idea. Just don't get ones read by Bunny because you might understand about a third of it.
You're such an ass.
So,
Is he
So,
always
yes.
like this?
Yes. Always.
No,
sack
you
it in next
can't
week.
deny it, Benny. If you get in your thick accent, you're just reading like and just started breaking into your regular. Here you tone
sorry,
it down.
I can't understand the un-English words that you keep telling me. This Americanization stuff, I can't
I can
understand
hear
it.
I can
Yeah,
hear
I-
him now
I-
reading
I-
this book and someone trying to listen to it and going, "What did he just say?"
I don't know what Tim's on about with your accent, Ben.
I have no
I don't
idea,
know.
mate.
No,
Okay,
I-
could you imagine? Okay, we'll change it then.
Yeah, but
Big G,
right,
we'll get Big G to read it to you. That'll work.
right. So the thing is, right, if I went proper Yorkshire, you wouldn't, and I went thee, that,
Wouldn't
they,
understand a damn
you
word.
you wouldn't understand anything.
I wouldn't, and I'm English.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Got down Ginnell to the shop. Then I went to the pub to get a pint.
You met Luke
Look,
and I
wait a minute, you're making this shit up, right? That isn't really you.
No,
speaking that way.
that's
That's right.
Yeah. To the pub. Gone to the pub.
Yep.
Gone to the pub? Is that what you said?
Gone to the pub. Went licking out.
Huh?
Went to the
You're
crowd.
Licking out. Do you know what licking out is? Didn't you know you used to come and knock on your door? Knock on door. You used to knock on door and say, "Is there licking out, lad?"
Is that what you thought as well, Tim?
Yeah,
Licking
that's
out.
what
You're
I
playing
thought.
out.
That's
You're
why I
playing
said, what
out.
did you just
Licking
say?
out.
no.
No. You
No.
see.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Go ahead, licking
Yeah,
out.
so
Go ahead,
imagine,
licking out.
imagine Benny reading it in reading like that in an audiobook. You'd be like, "What the fuck did I buy?"
Sithy. That's another one. Sithy.
Yeah, no. Just
Sithy
no.
later. See you later. Sithy. We don't say,
Yes.
we don't put a tea in water and then we go water. Not like you were water.
I know,
we go,
it's not English.
Water. Yeah, it's changed just by going 30 miles away. They do, mate. They do. Because I'm from Leeds, so I'm in a more, what you could call a posher sort of thing. But further down, if you go to South Yorkshire, you go into quite a lot of the mining towns.
They're all
They
different.
more do speak Broad Yorkshire. You go up to St Dales, they speak Broad Yorkshire. We do little bits of it. Do you know what I mean? But not like licking out and things like that. We do say that. You just say licking out, like.
Yeah, it's the same in Wales. I mean, even the South Wales accents are different.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you
So
only
this
have
is
to-
what happened if you close off a community from the rest of the communities and let it breathe too long in its speech before you let it out again. That's what happened,
What you
right?
usually find is that it's the places where they had like mines, wool factories, machinery and things like that. So like Wales got mines, we've got a lot of mines and industrial thing, and they all have their own little.
So they spent
click.
too much time in the mines not coming up and communicating with real people. Got it.
Yeah, but it just direct like we're Welsh. You only got to watch what is it, aren't you? Gavin and Stacey when.
Oh, that's
Ness.
a bad. That's a bad.
No,
That's
but
a
that's a
Barry
Barry
accent.
accent. That's what I'm saying. When you like
Yeah.
listen to Ness when she's like, when she go, "Hey up, what's occurring?"
Can I
Do you
just
know what I
ask, why does it say the knob fudged it again?
Because that's what it was called.
It's what tell you what Prime said. I'm watching that, and when you watch if you get a chance, I don't know if you can watch it there. Watch Clarkson's Farm when they have Gerard on. But that's the problem. I watched someone doing it that's down sort of must
That
be down
sound like
Cornwall
Graham.
and that, and that's how they talk.
Yeah.
He's a proper,
Didn't it sound like Graham, 42?
because she's going, oh, why do you call him Grandfer? Anyway, that's a York. That's a. He goes, that's an English. Grandpa's a Yorkshire thing. Grandfer's from Cornwall. That I don't like. Southwest here, where rural and farmer communities.
I
Exactly,
apologize
that's
to
their
chat
thing.
for suggesting this situation because it's
Yeah, I
They
mean,
do.
if you were to go into the South Wales valleys, they've got a really thick accent. So you'd probably struggle to understand them.
Yeah.
Like it's like you could go down in the valley where nobody goes. Now I saw Liam without any clothes. Go on.
Yeah,
I
VPN, Amazon, Prime, and put Clarkson's Farm in.
Can you get him from
Clarkson's
number one all the way?
Clarkson's Farm. Honestly, watch it. Honestly, it's good. It's good.
Benny, can you get them all from number one? On Prime?
What?
Yeah. From season one, because I haven't watched any.
Yes, you can on Prime. Yeah, get season 1. Yeah, it's worth a watch. Right, we'll give you a bit of overtime tonight.
Sorry for the fuck up.
Right.
I'm fucking banned off this show and all now. I was banned on Sunday.
You were sacked.
Yeah. Thank you very much as well.
It's all right. It's all right. Hope it turns out all right. Right, we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with Lady Liberty since she just took a drink.
Bye. See you later. I'll pass it to Liam.
Right. Thank you, everybody, and good night. And I'll see you next week. And I will pass it to Hanky.
Chat, you've all been stars. Oh, fucking wrong show. No, do you know what? Cheers for that, guys. I'm going to really enjoy this. I've decanted it all into the bottles, and it's going to be lush. Thank you very much. And I'll get ordered some more in the after show, right? Mind me. And Brian Ferguson, I'll talk to you tomorrow, you cheeky bastard. Friday, sorry. I'm going to pass it over to Tim.
Don't forget to get your wet mixes on for this weekend. Yes, wet mixes as in like kiwi or anything to moisten it up, or maybe hello. Hanky, get your mind out of the gutter, even though that is the purpose of the title, but whatever. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's life as you know it. Go ahead, Benny.
So don't forget to go over to other channel of Tim's, and you can see what he's doing. He's doing Wat Mix. He's doing Wat Mixes over there on Saturday. While you're there, see if he's lecking out, and maybe join in with chat, and you can see what's going on down there. Like, do you know what I mean, son?
Could you understand that, Tim?
No.
So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. It's been much appreciated. Thank you very much for your questions in chat. Martin's saying that they sound like I got a brand new combine officer and I'll give you the key. Yeah. So do go over see Tim on a Saturday and on a Tuesday. On a Saturday we're going for wet mixes. Mixes. A bit of cactus and a bit of kiwi and things like that. So do go over to Liam's ELR, check out some of his recipes that are on there, check out Tim's recipes on there, check out Lady Liberty's recipes on there, mix them up, give them some feedback, see what they think. If you have got any questions, you can email to
mixersmailbox@gmail.com and put UK in the hashtag line, and we'll know enough to go over it on this.
Thank you very much. You can go over to Facebook, you can join Monkey on Juice, which is the home of the UK E-Liquid Mixing Show. If you are on Facebook, go over there, put any questions in there, and someone will bring them up next week. So thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you again, same time, same place, next week.
Thank you.
Thank you for Hanky for joining me and my fellow casters. Good night.
Am I allowed on Sunday?
No, you're fired.